Welcome to Veranda IAS. This is a foundation course for environment. As we have gone through the strategy for prelims, mains, how to prepare, now we are going to analyze the prelims previous year question paper for your reference. This is how we need to refer the previous year question paper, and I will be giving the outline for how to refer the previous year question paper and how we need to make notes and based on the previous year question paper. Now let's start. First question is that there are 4 patterns of a questions. This is how the questions will be asked for the prelims. The first is concept based question, second is a factual based question, and third is a map based question, and fourth is the current affairs based question. And based on this 4 patterns, only the current questions will be available for prelims and mains. And now let's get into the concepts. As this is a pattern of questions, now let's get into the concept based questions. First question is, which of the following are the reasons or factors for exposure to the benzene pollution? This is a recent preliminary question which is asked in 2020. Let's get into the options. The first option is automobile exhaust. The second option is tobacco smoke, and third is a wood burning, and fourth is the using varnished wooden furnitures. Before answering this question, we need to know the basic idea about what is benzene pollution is. The benzene pollution is an extract of a crude oil and a petrochemicals. With this, we can also use the nylon, and also the plastics can be made from the benzene, and it can be observed as a natural or by the man-made things. If the benzene pollution is extracted from the natural, it can be from the volcano and forest fires also. And if it is a human-made, it can be from the industrial waste or from the burning of a something or from the tobacco waste. This is how the benzene pollution is emitted. Now let's see the explanation for this question. As the industries use benzene to make other chemicals, we can also make plastics, resins and nylons, and the synthetic fibers also can be made from the benzene. It is also used for make some types of lubricants, rubbers and dyes, and also a detergent which can be used from this benzene pollution. Moreover, this can be extracted for the drugs and pesticides. To avoid benzene, we need to avoid most of the tobacco smokes. This is the main reason for the benzene pollution. These are the basic facts we need to know about the benzene pollution. When we know all this, we can answer the question, and we can answer for the exact accuracy, which when your answer of the accuracy increases, we will be neglecting the negative points of the marks. When you don't know the answer but you are still confused, you need to know how to eliminate the options, like if we know that this smokes are emitted from this and this smokes are not emitted from this. So, when you know the basic concept, when you know to eliminate the answer, you can choose the correct answer. This is how we need to analyze the previous year prelims questions. And entering into the inhalation, benzene can be caused by the leukemia. When you inhale the benzene, this causes the blood disorders, and medical researchers says that this can cause your lungs or a liver problem. So, this is how benzene affects you too. So, whenever you read, you need to know the full concept of the topic or a factual point. And now here comes the second question, which is about the terms of pyrolysis and the plasma gasification method. This is about the question about the gasification method. This is asked in 2019 question. Before answering this question, as we discussed before, we need to know the basics of the concept or a factual point. Now we need to know the basic points about what is pyrolysis, plasma gasification mentioned. This is a technology which is used for a thermal process. Using this thermal process, what will be happening is they will dump the waste management with the high temperature increase. This is done with the absence of the oxygen, because when the presence of the oxygen, the temperature may be violate, which may be increased or which may be decreased, where the process cannot be done properly. And this is the basics about plasma gasification method and pyrolysis. Now let's get into the option. Now as based on the concept, whether this extraction of the earth element comes under this gestation method? No. Natural gas extraction technology comes under this mentioned gestation method? No. Whether the hydrogen fuel based automobiles comes under this gestation method? No. The only thing comes under here is waste to energy, and the waste to energy technology comes under this process. This is how you need to eliminate the answer, and this is how we need to answer the question. Now let's check the answer. Yes, the answer is correct. See here, as the waste to the energy technology is the correct answer. How we mentioned this? Because we know the basic concepts about this pyrolysis and plasma gasification. We eliminated the above 3 options, and above 3 is incorrect. We mentioned this fourth as a correct answer. This is how the answer accuracy increases. To increase the answer accuracy, you need to know the factual points or a conceptual point in a very correct way, which should not confuse you that whether these or that. This is how we need to choose the answer, and this is how we need to eliminate the options. When we know to eliminate the answer, when we know to eliminate the options for choosing the answer, this gives the accuracy level increased as much as it can. And now here comes the factual based questions. Which of the following are the most likely places to find the musk deer in the natural habitat? And the options are Ascot Wildlife Sanctuary, Gangotri National Park, Kishanpur Wildlife Sanctuary, and Manas National Park. And now here, before getting into the question and getting into the answer, what are the basic thing we need to know about this is like where are the musk deers are found and where are its natural habitats are. We need to know all this before getting into this. And why musk deer is in the question? Let's get into that and we will know about it. What are the options are? The options are statement 1 and 2 only, statement 2 and 3 only, statement 3 and 4 only, and statement 1 and 4 only. As per the question, the answer is Ascot Wildlife Sanctuary and Gangotri National Park. And now the musk deers are found only in the high altitude ecosystem. This is a main thing we need to know about whenever we read about the musk deer. It's not about only the deer. Whenever we read about a rhinoceros or about the pythons or about some other reptiles, it will be located only in a specific area where it will not be found in the other areas. This is why we need to know the factual points about the species. This is why I asked you to note the map point for this species and for the plants. This is how our map points work for the factual questions asked in the prelims question. This increases the accuracy of the answer. And now let's get into know that Ascot Wildlife Sanctuary is located in Uttarakhand and Gangotri National Park is located in the Uttarkasi districts of Uttarakhand, because both the things are located in the Uttarakhand but in the different location. Kishanpur Wildlife Sanctuary is in Uttar Pradesh. So we can eliminate this option of Kishanpur Wildlife Sanctuary in the musk deer question. So before that we need to know where that is located so that we can eliminate it. We can also eliminate the Manas National Park because it is located in Assam, not in the Uttarakhand. So when you know about where the musk deer is located, you can easily eliminate the other sanctuaries, or else you need to know where these sanctuaries are located so that you can locate where the musk deer is there. So you need to know at least where the location or the national park where it is located or the species where it is located, so that you can eliminate the answer or you can choose the correct one if you know the answer. This is how we need to note the point for the factual based questions. And finally, the second question for the factual based question. With reference to the cultivation of the kharif crops in India, for last 5 years, consider the following statement. Before getting into the question, we need to know what is the kharif crop is, when it is grown and where it is grown. The main thing is we need to know about it. Some of the kharif crops are rice, maize, bajra, and everything will be comes under the kharif crops. And the question is specifically asked in the last 5 years. So you need to know the current affairs which is asked in the recent time, and you need to know why they are specially asking for the last 5 years. So, the option comes here. You need to know that area under the rice cultivation is the highest, area under the cultivation of jowar is more than that of oil seeds, area of a cotton cultivation is more than that of a sugarcane, area under the sugarcane cultivation has steadily increased. Here comes a cotton, rice, jowra and also a sugarcane. So, you can eliminate now which is a rice and which is a sugarcane. You need to know which is grown in the kharif crops and which is not in the kharif crop, so that you can eliminate the options. Let me show you the answer now, so that you will know how we need to answer the questions. Now, the statement only 1 and 3 are correct, because we can go through only the jowra and the rice. So, when you go through the statement, you will be getting know that this is a right thing which is planted and which is cultivated in which area. Kharif crops are called as a kharifs because it is cultivated because of the southwest monsoon. So, monsoon crops are called kharif crops. So, first you need to know what is kharif crops, where it is planted in the kharif region, what are the species or what are the seeds which is planted during the kharif time, and what you will be cultivated and what is the result you are getting it. When you know what are the things or pulses cultivated during the kharif region, you can answer this question, or easily you can eliminate what is not cultivated. As here we see, we came to know that the option have a sugarcane also. So, when you read a kharif region, when you know what are the kharif crops have and what are the kharif crops are not, you can easily eliminate the option of sugarcane cultivation, because we know that there is no sugarcane cultivation. So, that we can choose only the rice and the cotton. When you know what is cultivated in where, so this will be helpful for the elimination of the answers. So, when the jowra does not comes under and sugar does not comes under, we can have, when you have an option of statement 1 and 3, you can choose this. This is how we need to know to eliminate the answer, or you need to choose the correct answer. To choose a correct answer, we need to know first the factual points and the concept very clear, where it is cultivated and when it is cultivated, what are the crops are cultivated, or else you should know what are the plants are not cultivated, so that you can eliminate the answer. So, this is what we choose in this question, and this is the answer for the kharif crop questions. The statement 1 and 3 only is the correct, which is a rice and cotton. Now, in this chapter, we have analysis of the basis of the factual and the concept based question. Based on this, current affairs based and map based questions will be analyzed in the next unit of the session. Thank you.